What's up, YouTube? Overplay 3 here. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've just been really busy, and I've been going through a lot of stuff. I just got back from locals. I ended up top 8ing with a fun deck, as I can't go to Nats now. So, usually around this time, when it's just national season, and past couple seasons for Nats, I could not be able to make it of money problems. Usually something always happens. I don't know why. Plan on going, and then maybe I think a month, always something happens and it screws up, and then because I can't get a Nats, nothing's happening, not really playing serious. I usually make fun decks and try to make them work, compete against the meta. Usually enter box tournaments with the decks and stuff, and usually do really well. So from now on through my channel until next season of Yu-Gi-Oh, pretty much, you'll see fun decks to choose people that like budget decks and be able to keep up against the meta. So I was test playing this deck online on DN, stuff like that. It was doing pretty well, so I decided to make it, and it did really well today. It was really fun. I was able to keep up with the decks and stuff like that. I did not get a chance to play any E-Dragons stuff because a lot of people that had the E-Dragons couldn't. Went to a big tournament stuff for first place was 3 Dragon Stacks and stuff like that. So only really was Spellbooks and Evil Sword and stuff. So, but anyway, let's get into the deck. It's Teledad. I know it would have a pretty much good matchup against Evil Sword, E-Dragons, by the way. But anyway, that goes Teledad, my version of it, because we don't have everything for it. So not really Teledad, more likely Prisma control. I like that former deck list back in the day, SGCs, when E-Tully went to 1 stuff, and Cesar Gonzalez and Adam Cornwall, then were still trying to make Destiny Hero decks and making them work by topping ads and SGCs and stuff like that. So I put a mixture of middle bit of Sabodad. It did run the Sabodad, but it ran the Cyber Valley engine that Adam Corn ran for his nationals, and in a mixture with the plasma build that Cesar Gonzalez had. So it worked really well. But anyway, let's get into the deck. You're 1 Dark Arm, then the other 2 mini bosses is 2 Kais. No Wars to drag because you can't really run those because of the Evil Swords, and then E-Dragons can take it and stuff like that. So this card's really not that good. The only reason why 2 Kais is because you need that card to give you the alot against the Evil Swarms when they have it on board. So you just really go E-Tally and Tribute and do Kais and stuff like that. So it gives you a chance to go off then after you get rid of Ophion, because then you don't have to worry about them dressing and stuff like that. The only way they're going to stop this card if they have the Veil or Warning, or Judgment, or Breakthrough Skill if they play it. But a lot of people don't play it. For E-Hero, you're standard 1 Stratos, and then targets 1 Diamond Dude. You're standard 2 Malleys, and then I play 2 Plasmas because this card is just destroys E-Dragons. And you can just shut them down really easily by taking the Drago Sack and stuff like that. So this card is really good against the Dragon matchup. So that's the reason why I really wanted it. I saw I did it once today. The other times I usually just de-drolled it because I really never needed it, or set it out because I really didn't get the matchups I wanted for it. But it did work out today. It was never dead for me. 1 Dark Referee, gotta run it. Your tuners, your 3 Krivens. I'm not playing second commander at all. And then your 1 Place Footer. And then I tried out today the 2 Cyber Valleys. They were okay. The reason why I put them in here because I wanted to mind control the Drago Sack and make tokens that didn't remove the Drago Sack to draw 2 and stuff like that. It helps speed up the deck. I want to play the card again. It did screw me up because I wasted my normal summons, but it was still fun. But I want to play the Cyber Valleys anymore. I would take this out if I decide to play this deck again. I probably will end up playing the deck again next week. I'm trying out a different deck. I'll probably make a deck profile of that later on this week for it because it's really fun and very competitive actually. You can keep it with the meta. 3 Veilers. And that was the deck. Monster count. I think I run 20 monsters or something like that. For the spells, your standard 1 Rhoda, your triple D draw, 1 Allure, 1 Gold Star, that's for like your dad or Heavy Storm or something like that. This card won me a couple games. Your standard triple E Telly, 1 DDR because I am removed. This card actually did a lot of work. Was able to OTK 2 plays with Sour Valley. Some plays where I had to do some Mally as a factor move and then play this to get Mally again. It gives you pretty much your 3rd Mally. If you have a mark or something that you want to remove from the lower, you can just get it back. It opens up plays. They can sit there and OTK. One machine dupe, this other tech, when back during the Sabo where Adam Corn was running, he played 1 machine dupe with the 3 Sour Valleys. You just draw like crazy. When you get this and Sour Valley off, you just draw. The one time I drew half my deck because of this card, and then Return for Judgment Mention. It just did plays for days. You run Scapegoat. You run because of Plasma. One of my control, Heavy Storm, and Monster Reborn. As for spells, I don't know how many spells I play, so sorry about that. I play a 42 card count, by the way. For traps, I play Return for Judgment Mention to do a lot of removing. The whole thing, Swing Blast, to get rid of. If you have the cards in hand, you can just use them for Phoenix Swing Blast. The card did a lot of work. Double Torrential Tribute. And last but not least, Solemn Brigade. I think that was what? 7 traps. Man. For the extra deck, I am not going to show aside because the meta is always different at locals. So I just randomly threw an extra deck together this morning. Didn't really put any thought process into it because, yeah. 1 Armory Arm, 1 Librarian, 1 Caster, 1 Gaia Knight, 1 Black Rose. What the heck? I don't know why it's there. 1 Stardust, 1 Colossal Fighter, 1 Dark End Dragon. This card does really good against the Dragon Sect. You know, bring this out and be like, yeah, buy Dragon Sect. This card's actually pretty good against the Dragon matchup. 1 Strap Dragon and then 1 Chris's Lair. I would beat Spellbook's game 1. This card, I had the Loch Ness turn, I did 2K, but you had the one guy, the Spellbook's play, I forget his name, where he randomly discarded a card in their hand and destroyed all special summon monsters on the board. He had to have it in hand. If he didn't have it, I would have won that game. 1 Wind Up Zemains, 1 Utopia, 1 White Stroke, 1 Pearl, and 1 Dweller. So yeah, that's the deck. If you guys like any questions, leave comments below. I am planning on making a lot more videos. Just like I said, the past couple weeks I've just been really busy and not had a chance to make a video. And I really didn't. The only deck I had at the time was Mermails, so I really didn't want to. You guys seen enough Mermails on my channel, and you all probably tired of seeing the Mermails. And yeah, I wanted something new. And you know, at the time, around this time, I always have fun decks that people like. And somehow always make work, like the last format. I didn't know what to run at the time. So, if you followed me on my old channel, you saw me run Tefnu Absolute Zero deck. It was crazy, and a lot of people didn't see it coming. I ended up winning a box tournament with it. Or that was 2 formats ago, that's right. And then after that, last format, I ended up taking it to a box tournament again and a top 4 and with it. A lot of people did not see the deck coming. I would be running that deck now again, but Absolute Zero is really not that good against the Dragons, so I don't really like running the deck. I'd rather run something else. So I'd rather play something with war control like this. But anyway, that's all for today. If you guys liked the video, peace.